Alright, so today in this video, this topic is 1.3, the topic 1.3 of the book, physics book. Uh, First of all, let me just hide this window. Alright, so the f- this 1.3, this topic is actually about the contribution of Muslim scientists in the Islamic world. And the first scientist we are going to look at is Al-Khwarizmi. Now, looking at at his achievements, the most famous of his achievements was that he founded analytical algebra, which is used in today's world in physics, in mechanics, and all these fields which are related to physics. On the other hand, he wrote a book which is called Hisabul Jabr al Muqabla, which you have to learn. And the third which he invented was the term logarithm. So you can actually call him the undisputed inventor of of this term logarithm, which is nowadays used in uh, basic calculations and doing other math stuff. Looking at other scientists, the second scientist on our list is Ibn al-Haytham, and he was a famous mathematician as well. And most famous of his achievements was that he invented a pinhole camera. As you might have seen, in a pinhole camera there's actually a box, and inside it is just a small hole, and some light from the sun, this is the sun here, some light from the sun actually comes into this hole, and on the other side, which means from here, you see from this hole, and this light actually reflects from this hole to your eye, and in this way you can actually see a solar eclipse or uh, other reflection of light. His main study was in the field of light actually, and he wrote a book which was called Kitabul Manazir, and you gotta learn this as well. Looking at our next scientist is Al-Biruni. Al-Biruni was a famous scientist who wrote a book which was later known as Encyclopedia of Astronomy, and he was also a famous mathematician and physicist. Apart from that, major part of his life was invested in astronomy. Looking to our third scientist is Al-Razi. Now, Al-Razi was also a famous mathematician, but he was also a doctor, and he wrote 200 monographs in the field of medicine that are still valid today. And this is actually his achievement, that 200 books or monographs, as you can say, he wrote 200 years ago, or like not even 200, it's almost a century or 2 centuries year ago. They are actually valid today as well. Now, looking at our last scientist is Ibn Sina. Now, Ibn Sina was also a famous mathematician as all the other Muslim scientists, but apart from that, like our previous scientist, which was Al-Razi, he was also a good doctor, and apart from being a doctor, he was also a good chemist, and he also tried to mix metals to form gold. Like he tried to mix metals like iron or steel, and he tried to make gold. And he was also famous for his work in chemistry, and apart from that, he was also a good mathematician like all the other Muslim scientists. Now let's summarizing all the work of our Muslim scientists. First of all, you have to learn all the things like the books they wrote, like Hisabul Jabr al Muqabra, and apart from that, the things they invented. If you want to learn more about these Muslim scientists, you can check it out on the internet and research for it. But if you just need to go get over with it, you can just learn the name of the books and the achievements they achieved. This is all from this video. If you liked and learned, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.